Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna spare y'all today the little introductory. We're gonna jump right into it. Because the news has came out with new development of Felicia Johnson's case, and they're looking for Felicia Johnson's killer because now they have found out that she's been murdered. So I'm gonna just give a brief little rundown, and then we'll jump into the updates.
Xavier Walton, it has been a week of desperate searching. 24-year-old Felicia Johnson hasn't been seen in more than a week, and tonight her family held a vigil where her phone was found. Zach Tawatari was there and joins us from HPD headquarters with more. Zach.
Felicia Johnson came to Houston for California to celebrate her birthday. Her family says the 24-year-old went missing after leaving the Cover Girls Club 9 days ago. KPRC2's Rochelle Turner spoke with Johnson's family tonight at a vigil. And Rochelle, they're asking for the community's help.
Brandon, that's right. They're asking for someone to come forward with information about the night Felicia Johnson went missing from this nightclub right here behind me and getting into a car with the man. Several agencies are now involved with this case, and Crime Stoppers are offering a $5,000 reward.
Felicia.
This small group lit up candles and held a prayer vigil for 24-year-old Felicia Johnson. She's been missing since April 15th.
Baby, Daddy here for you. I'm not leaving until we find you.
Let's go.
I'm standing strong for you. Every day gets harder. I'm not gonna lie, but every day I find more strength to keep going.
Felicia's father, Kevin, stood beside activist Quanell X, the Rainbow Push Coalition, Crime Stoppers, and Houston police, making sure others hear her story.
We firmly believe that she is the victim of foul play. We firmly believe that someone has taken her against her will. And we firmly believe that this sister should be treated with the highest priority with law enforcement.
Felicia was a model and loved hair. She came to Houston from California to celebrate her birthday earlier this month. She applied for a job at the Cover Girls nightclub on West Little York Road, but was turned down. She got into a car with a man and disappeared on April 15th. Quanell X says they have received some tips about Felicia.
Someone is deliberately attempting to throw us off. Someone is deliberately creating fake social media pages in her name and her image to make it look and seem as though she's still out there doing something other than at harm's way.
The family hired a private investigator, and the FBI is working on the case. Just days after Felicia was reported missing, her cell phone was found covered in blood near Bear Creek Park.
We know something bad happened to this sister. She has not called a member of her family, not used no credit cards, did not return back to the hotel where she was staying.
You know why we're here today, Lord?
Her family now trying to stay strong and praying for a safe return.
If you can see us, we are hunting and looking for you night and day. Hang on. Hang in there. Do whatever you got to do to survive, because we will find you.
It's also important to know that Texas EquuSearch spent Thursday morning looking in the area where Felicia's phone was discovered. If you know anything about this case or where Felicia It's also important to know that Texas EquuSearch spent Thursday morning looking in the area where Felicia's phone was discovered. If you know anything about this case or where Felicia may be, you're asked to call Houston Police or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. Reporting live from Northwest Harris County, I'm Rochelle Turner, KPRC 2 News.
The frantic search for a San Diego woman missing in Houston is intensifying. 24-year-old Felicia Johnson was last seen on April 15th, and her family is pleading for help in finding her.
ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala spoke with Johnson's loved ones about the ongoing efforts to safely bring her home.
Felicia is a beautiful young lady. She's very smart, very intelligent. She's the life of the party. We just celebrated her birthday on the 10th.
Betty Peterson shared these pictures of Felicia Johnson enjoying her 24th birthday party here in San Diego on the 10th, surrounded by loved ones. But days later, Peterson would learn that her niece was missing after taking a trip to Houston.
By the 15th, she just vanished off the face of the earth. That's just that's unreal to me.
Felicia's father, Kevin Johnson, made his way to Houston to search for her. Flyers have been posted, and he says multiple agencies are involved. Houston police say the FBI has also joined the investigation. Crime Stoppers is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the case.
I'm not going to leave here until I have a definite answer about what happened to my daughter.
Kevin tells us he was told Felicia was last seen leaving Cover Girls Club on the 15th and got into a man's car. But he says he has not been able to confirm that information and hasn't received any surveillance video that he's requested. He says Felicia's phone was tracked down miles away and fully charged.
On the side of the freeway, about 6 feet off the railing, embankment, and it was in the grass. Like somebody just threw it out the window while they were driving. It had some blood on it. It looked like it maybe came from like a fingernail or something.
The family now hoping to keep Felicia's name and face in the spotlight as the mission to bring her home continues.
No matter how long it takes, we don't want her name to get lost in the shuffle. We miss her and we want her home.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
There is a GoFundMe campaign for the family to help Kevin stay in Texas as he continues to search for Felicia. We've got a link to that on the homepage of our website, 10news.com.
York. She traveled. Johnson says
however, I have yet nightclub that could easily
there's many now, and sadly right now, Felicia and
claims HPD owners are not Felicia's disappearance. He believes she's become a victim of human trafficking. He also criticized Black Lives Matter of Houston.
Where are you at? I've been here 2 weeks. Like, you have zero presence. Like, reach out to me. That's all I got to say.
All right, well, several bricks of suspected cocaine washed up on Galveston beaches, and they were all found in separate areas. Each was wrapped up in plastic containing more than a kilogram of presumed cocaine waiting to be tested.
The mystery is deepening in the search for Felicia Johnson.
Tomorrow will mark 2 weeks since her father says the 24-year-old disappeared after applying for a job at a Northwest Houston adult entertainment club. But the club's attorney tells us tonight they have no record of her application.
Houston police are investigating this case. Grace White is at HPD headquarters tonight with new information. Grace?
Houston police are being tight-lipped about this investigation, but they do confirm it's an active case, and this club where the family claims she was last seen is turning over their surveillance video.
It's a case getting national attention, the disappearance of Felicia Johnson. The 24-year-old came to Houston from California on April 13th. 2 days later, she goes missing. Her family believes she was at Cover Girls on West Little York. But Casey Wallace, the attorney for the Adult Entertainment Club, tells KHOU 11 the hostess and manager that night are not sure if she was there.
They don't know if they spoke to Felicia Johnson or not. Multiple people come in that club all the time. Could one of them have been Miss Johnson? Yes.
Johnson's father says his daughter was looking for a job, and when she didn't get it, she called for an Uber. But when it ran late, she got into another man's car. Her family says they found her cell phone at Bear Creek Park. Houston police have not confirmed that story. This attorney says HPD investigators have been to CoverGirls to talk to employees and collect surveillance video, but he says they have no paper record of a job application.
There is paperwork for her to fill out and what we call a dancer packet. That's full of information. They sign it, they execute it, and they can go to work. But that did not happen with Miss Johnson. She did not fill out any paperwork.
Kevin Johnson, Felicia's father, frustrated police have not shown him the surveillance video.
I also believe the footage from the CoverGirls could possibly provide us with answers to Felicia's whereabouts and could confirm her identity.
He held a press conference alongside Crime Stoppers outside City Hall.
My plea today is to the city of Houston and all its governor entities would hear my heart and my plea and to not hold back any efforts or information that could help bring Felicia home.
This attorney told us this club does not have surveillance cameras outside, so if Johnson did get into someone's car and leave, it would not have been captured on camera. Mia?
We also know that there is a $5,000 reward being offered from Crime Stoppers. Let's hope they get some answers.
It's been nearly
Grace
3
White
weeks
tonight.
since 24-year-old Felicia Johnson disappeared. The California woman was reportedly last seen at a Houston adult entertainment club. A prayer vigil in San Diego, where Felicia is from, is set for this evening. Our Brittany Ford spoke with one of Felicia's friends who plans to be there.
Young, bright-eyed, and a beautiful smile. It's these images that have captured the hearts of many in the continued search for Felicia Johnson.
She's great. She's incredibly funny. She's witty. She's smart.
Felicia's friend from San Diego speaking with us via Zoom, asking to keep her identity anonymous given the ongoing investigation.
It's just a little scary.
Shedding light on the person behind the photos.
Not a lot of people, other than her family, has said anything about her, and I feel like people need to know who she is as a person.
Felicia went missing after allegedly applying for a job at CoverGirls Adult Entertainment Club April 15th. Her friend says she saw her just days before the trip.
I just seen her on the 8th. She told me that she was going to Houston for her birthday. I did her nails.
Later finding out the devastating news.
Lo and behold, I opened up my Facebook a day or two after and see that she's missing. I just talked to her.
A prayer vigil is scheduled at New Creation Church in San Diego Sunday, with the search happening more than 1,000 miles away. She says the gatherings have given her a little bit of comfort as they pray for Felicia's safe return.
All we have right now is Facebook groups or I'm texting her aunt, and that's kind of all we had.
Brittany Ford, KHOU 11 News.
The FBI is assisting Houston police
than I
with this
knew a month ago.
investigation.
New information in the search for a missing San Diego woman who disappeared last month during a trip to Houston. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Stahl.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. New at 6 o'clock, ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen reveals what police told loved ones about her last known whereabouts.
Just trying to hold myself together. Every day that's gets harder.
1 month after he flew to Houston to search for his daughter Felicia, an emotionally drained Kevin Johnson continues to press on.
It's just turmoil, very, very difficult.
Felicia vanished on the night of April 15th in Houston, days after celebrating her 24th birthday in San Diego. According to Johnson, several dancers at CoverGirls nightclub told his private investigator Felicia was seen that night applying for a job and being turned away.
They said that she was very angry. The front door girl said that she did see her get into a car with one of their regulars.
Felicia hasn't been seen since. Johnson says her phone was discovered a few miles from the club on the side of a freeway near a park with what appeared to be specks of blood on it. Volunteer searches near the area turned up nothing. An attorney for the club told ABC 10 News surveillance video of that night has been turned over to police. Johnson says recently detectives gave him a very brief update.
They know where her last whereabouts were.
As for the location of her last known whereabouts,
they just said that they can confirm through surveillance her whereabouts and her identity.
Johnson says investigators have not revealed any other clues or persons of interest in Felicia's disappearance. Johnson vows to stay in Houston to continue his search and to keep his daughter's case in the spotlight.
I just want to do everything and anything I can do for as long as I can do it until she comes back.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
We reached out to Houston police. We are waiting to hear back. Johnson says he is expecting another update from investigators in the next few days. We will let you know about any new developments.
ABC 10 News.
We reached out to Houston police. We are waiting to hear back. Johnson says he is expecting another update from investigators in the next few days. We will let you know about any new
24-year-old woman who's been missing for nearly 2 months now. Police have named a suspect wanted for her death. Fox 26's Gabby Hart is live from CoverGirl Strip Club, which is one of the last places she was seen alive. Gabby.
That's right. Sad news to report tonight. Now, the last time that Felicia Johnson was seen, she was here visiting from San Diego, and she tried to get a job at this strip club here behind me. We're told that she left with a customer. It was the last time that she was seen, and police revealing today that they believe she was murdered. Take a look at your screen. This is the man that police say is their prime suspect, 28-year-old Chukwu Ibuka Uwabodo. He was, police say that he picked Felicia up from an apartment complex on Windchase Boulevard and then took her to his apartment on South Richmond Avenue in the early morning hours of April 16th. Police say they found evidence that leads them to believe Felicia was murdered inside of his apartment and that he allegedly dumped her bloody phone and other belongings near Bear Creek Park and then got rid of her body days later. Activist Quanell X has been speaking out on Felicia's behalf since she went missing, hoping all along that she would be found alive. Today, he told Fox 26 they believe the suspect is the same man who gave her a ride from the strip club.
But I'm tired of the closure being a dead body. I'm tired of these young sisters being murdered. But at the end of the day, we want this brother to know we will not rest until you're held accountable for this crime. And this was a wicked crime and a crime against women and a crime against humanity.
Now, I spoke with Johnson's father briefly over the phone today. He was too distraught to speak to us on camera. Now, that suspect is still on the run. He has, though, been officially charged with murder and tampering with evidence. Felicia's body has not yet been recovered. Anyone with information is asked to pick up the phone and call police or call Crime Stoppers if you'd like to remain anonymous. I'm reporting live. Gabby Hart, Fox 26.
The Felicia Johnson case. As new developments to the story come out, I'll keep y'all updated and let y'all know some more later, if they find them or anything like that. So subscribe, and meet me down in the comment box. I'll hit y'all later.